I want to welcome you to your Humanities course for this semester. My name is Dr. Cece Dixon, and I am delighted to have you. For those of you who have taken my Humanities 101 course online, you will be very familiar with the flow and the content of this course. For those of you who have not had Humanities 101 online with me, not to worry. It's pretty simple to follow the flow of the course once you get going. So I do want to take a few minutes and go over some basic navigation and informational tools that you will need for this class. So a general overview of the course is that we are studying the culture of Western civilization from the Renaissance up through postmodernism. So I want you guys to really think about how what you're going to be learning has impacted the world that we live in today. So in other words, I want you to think about how our past, our culture, our past history informs our present and can help us navigate our future. So I want you to think about this course in sort of those broad terms. So you should be here, hopefully watching this video. I'm going to just go over a couple of things with you on this Getting Started page. And I think that will get you off to a good start. First of all, your textbook. Please make sure that you have Culture and Values, A Survey of the Humanities, 9th edition, Volume 2. So Humanities 101 is Volume 1. We pick up in this course in Volume 2. Please make sure you get the 9th edition. I assign readings from the textbook that help you answer the quiz questions within the content of the course. So this is a class where having the textbook is imperative to success. So bite the bullet, buy the textbook. And make sure you get the 19th edition. And older editions don't have the same information, and they're paginated differently. So in order to stay current and to not be confused, 9th edition, Volume 2. This is how you can get in touch with me. This is my direct email address and my office extension number. You can also email me through CourseMail. So I am here for you. You are not bothering me. You are not honing in on my time. I am here to teach you this course. So if you have a question, if you have a concern, please reach out to me. These are my office hours. Should they change, I don't anticipate it, but should they change, I will notify you guys through an announcement. But that is how to find me. Most of you will communicate with me by email or a phone call because it's a distance course. It's important for you guys to know that I am physically located on the Sparks campus in Eufaula. I will come to the Dothan campus to give you your midterm and to give you your final exam. So those of you located on the Dothan campus will not have to drive. And I also offer the midterm and the final in Eufaula. So if you're a Dothan student and you go looking for me around campus, you're not going to find me. So email me or call me. If you're a Eufaula student, you're welcome to email, call me, as well as come to my office. And Dothan students, you can drop up and see me too. That would be great. Here's our syllabus for the spring. You are responsible for everything in the syllabus. So please click on the link and familiarize yourself with everything there. I want to talk a little bit about course grading due dates for this class. You can see the breakdown here. All of your quizzes, writing assignments, and discussion board posts count 50% of your grade. Now, a grade by unit. So you're not necessarily going to have weekly deadlines for this class. You're going to have unit deadlines. Some of those units that are shorter, it might be a week. Others that are longer could be 2 or more weeks. So it's really important that you keep up with those due dates and not wait until the day before a unit is due before you start working in the class. There is too much information for you to read and watch and then respond to in some way within each unit. And waiting until the last minute is just impossible. You will not get all the work done. And so please manage your time within each unit well. You will also have a midterm project and a final essay. And there are details about both of those items, including their due dates, on the content page of the course. The other assignment type that you need to be aware of are our discussion board posts. With almost each unit, you are going to have to respond to a discussion question on the discussion board. And there are some minimum requirements there. Your initial response must be written in a paragraph that is at least 8 to 10 sentences long. I do not want one-word answers. I do not want two-sentence answers. I want a thoughtful reflection and response to the question that I'm asking you. The other component of the discussion board is that you have to respond to a classmate. And again, that response has some restrictions or some requirements. That response must be at least 75 words. And it should further enhance the discussion by offering new insights, observations, making a connection to some other aspect of the topic, asking and exploring a thought-provoking question related to the topic. Simply stating, I agree, or good post, or right on is not adequate. I want to see you guys entering into conversation with each other about what it is we're talking about. So those are the requirements. The midterm and the project, I expect that those two assignments should take 3 to 4 days each to successfully complete. So I have built that time into our course schedule to give you the adequate time to complete those two assignments. I encourage you to work diligently throughout this course. Pretend that you are in a classroom. Set aside 75 minutes twice a week to work just on this class. And then you'll have to do some additional work, but a bulk of your work can be done if you just discipline yourself a little bit. Don't forget about this class because it's online. Really, really focus and keep up with your calendar and your due dates. And I'll remind you, but still make sure you print out that calendar and keep up with those deadlines. Do not necessarily wait until the deadline for the unit to turn in your work. As soon as you do a quiz or make a discussion board post, submit it. It gets it off your plate and puts it on mine. The sooner it gets on my plate, the quicker I can grade it and you'll get feedback. So don't wait until the day everything's due and submit all at once. Just submit as you're doing the work. I will post study guides for the midterm and the final exam. And I take the questions for those exams from the quizzes and the discussion board posts throughout the semester. So really, as long as you're keeping up with your unit work, doing your discussion boards, answering the quiz questions, you should have no problem preparing for the midterm and the final. All right, here's the course calendar. You can print it, but it's also here, and let's talk about it just briefly because I do want to show you a few things and then to kind of give you a flow, how the course is going to flow. First and foremost, there is a quiz number 1 at the very bottom of this page. There it is. You need to take that quiz by January the 13th in order to keep from being dropped from this class. It's low stakes. It doesn't require you to have read anything. It's just designed to let me know, one, that you're here, and 2, to get you thinking about the course. So that is the first thing. Then let's talk about this Renaissance unit, because it will be the model of the other units to come. So you notice that there's a day that it opens, which is today if you're watching this video on the 8th. And then you can see 2 major due dates. You can see the 23rd, where you've got all your quizzes due, the 22nd, where you need to make that initial response to the discussion board, and then the 23rd, where you must respond to someone in the discussion board. So make sure that you are keeping up with those deadlines. Now, for the first unit, that early Renaissance unit, you will not need your textbook. I built this unit so there are videos there for you to watch and quizzes for you to take that won't require the book. So that will give you some time to make sure you get the textbook. But starting with the High Renaissance unit, you will need to have your textbook. There will be reading assignments in there, and you'll need to follow along with those readings. So I want to talk about or point out to you midterm and final exam information. Please note you've got Dothan options and you've got Eufaula options. Please go ahead and get your work schedule straightened out, get childcare straightened out, so that you can be present at one of those times. Because I'm driving to Dothan to give you these exams, these are the times that I'm going to be there to give them. So if you come to me 2 days before and go, oh my gosh, I can't be there, then I've got to find another instructor to proctor that exam for you. So please, please, please help me out and go ahead and clear your schedule for one of those times. Also, if you are not local, you have the option of having an off-campus proctor, but you must complete this application here, and it must be completed and submitted 2 weeks prior to the exam time. So that is available to you, but you need to know the requirements there. If you can't run this video, you need to download this software. If you need a transcript for any of my instructor-made videos, and there are a lot of them, please let me know, and I will be happy to get those transcripts for you. This is a quick little video about how to check your grades. So that's a question that I always get from people, so I just made a video and put it there so you can go and watch that as you get a chance. Alright, so the first thing you guys need to do is to take this first quiz at the bottom of the page, remember by the 13th, so that you don't disappear from my class. Once you do that, you can click on the content page right here and start working in the course. In a week or so, I will default our entry point to the content page, so you won't have to navigate there. You won't have to have an extra click. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to this semester. I just want to remind you guys to reach out if you need me. I'm here, I'm available, and don't just wander out there in the wilderness. If you have a question, ask me. So let's have a great semester. I'm really looking forward to it.